Hi, my name is Elizabeth Brushchuck, and in this video I will demonstrate attentional cues, a method used to help learners focus on the important part of the instruction where they respond. Overview of the method is their brief verbal or gestural signals used to make sure that the learner is ready and paying attention to the key part of the task. These cues are delivered before the instruction and help students focus visually, physically, and mentally. Some examples would be like look, ready, let's make eye contact, pointing to the item that they should focus on. And this helps improve accuracy by ensuring the learner's attention that is aligned with the task that they're learning. Materials needed is a teaching item, for example, a picture of a circle, a simple reinforcer, and no data sheet is also required for this, for attentional cues. First is deliver the cue. I begin by getting the learners focused by saying look, or let's all have our eyes on the card or eyes on the board, and maybe you can also use like a gesture pointing whilst saying those cues. Once I know I have the learner's attention, I can give the task direction and what shape is this, and I would show the card and then hopefully have a response, and the students would say circle, and then I would reinforce the response. Great job, it was a circle, go kiss your brain, go do any of those reinforcers that we've been talking about in our videos. Repeat on future trials. Every trial begins with an attentional cue to help set up the learner up for success. And then a full demonstration of this would be teacher says, ready, let's look at the board, or class, we're all going to look up at the board now. What shape is this? The learner would say circle, and then the teacher would say, nice job identifying the circle. Important notes about attentional cues: they do not tell the learners the answer, they simply bring attention to the right place, because a lot of times, like, students, they get distracted, they talk with their friends, X, Y, and Z. It can be a lot, but that's just a way for them to like get it all honed in on one spot again. And they reduce errors caused by distractions, not misunderstandings. And it should be brief, consistent, and feedable over time, so that they're able to understand why they're saying that. And I just think that this is a quick and effective method for helping learners focus on the key parts of the instruction before responding. And I also find myself with host teaching, I see that I do that a lot, and it very much helps doing attentional cues. Thank you.